The sunk cost fallacy is a phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavily into it, even when it's clear that abandonment would be more beneficial. And I want you to keep this in mind throughout this video. What's going on, family? Dublin Odinson here, and today I'd like to talk about Star Citizen, or perhaps more accurately, I'd like to talk about Cloud Imperium Games, also known as CIG. Now, I've been a backer since 2016, but I've been following them since 2014, when a YouTube personality that I follow and whose opinion I respect brought this game to my attention. Angry Joe made a video saying this.
There is only 3 days left to go on this project, so that's why I'm making the video, because I want to show you guys that I am pledging my support for Star Citizen. This is a project that I feel comfortable backing. I know it's being made by a team that I trust, Chris Roberts, okay, of Wing Commander.
Now, on the tiny chance that Joe's watching this, don't worry, brother, I don't blame you for getting me into this. In fact, I'd like to thank you. See, I've spent more hours in Star Citizen than I have dollars. And in the spirit of full disclosure, I'm a concierge, meaning I've spent at least $1,000 on this project, this tech demo, this maybe someday game that will launch and be glorious or a ball of fire. Hell, I even brought friends into this. See, I was all in. Anyway, what Joe said stuck with me. I know it's being made by a team that I trust. Now, I agreed with that belief for over a decade. Sadly now, however, not so much. Let me just start off by saying no. No, I'm not mad that the project has been in alpha for over a decade. No, I'm not mad that Star Citizen is covered in game-breaking bugs. I mean, sure, they're frustrating when you just want to play, but I don't see technical problems as intentional. There's no malice on CIG's part because there's game bugs. Yeah, it's aggravating. Especially when it seems the only bugs they tend to smash are the ones that make the game fun and playable. But that's not my problem. So no, the exceeding long development time and the ever-present bugs aren't the reason why I no longer see CIG in a favorable light. It's their marketing team and their predatory practices that sour their name for me. Yeah, let me give you an example. Say you needed a work truck, a daily driver. So you head over to CIG and you buy the best they have. It's got a V8 engine, so you know it has all the power you need. It's got some big old 22-inch rims, so you've got clearance when paved roads are just no longer an option. It's a gas guzzler for sure, but you've got 30 gallons, so that 30-gallon tank makes it so it doesn't matter if it guzzles gas. You've got enough fuel to drive all over town for days before needing a gas station. And on top of that, it's got all the bells and whistles that you could want. Power windows, doors, a built-in GPS, it's even got a powered liftgate in the back. This truck is perfect for any job you come across, so it's your daily driver. Then one morning, you find out that CIG has come in the middle of the night to balance your ride. You see, they ran the numbers, and they found out that most drivers were driving your truck model, and all the other cars and trucks that they were selling, they're just not performing as well. So they cut down your V8 to a V4. Your 22-inch rims are now 16s. That 30-gallon gas tank you had, it only holds 10 now. And that power liftgate that made all those jobs a breeze, well, now for some reason, your passenger has control of it. I mean, it's still there. They didn't take it away from you. But as a driver, it may as well not be. So you better find that passenger. So, of course, you're a bit pissed off. After all, this is not the truck they advertise. And this is not the truck you paid for. And when you say this to CIG, they just hit you with that classic,
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
But don't worry, CIG has a solution for you. You see, all the things that they just removed from your current truck will be on the brand new truck they're selling. Never mind the reason they removed the things from your truck was to make your truck in line with everybody else, so this new one, when it comes out, it's going to have the same problem. They'll just nerf that one too eventually. So don't worry about it. But you'll be able to buy it. And speaking of a new truck, guess what? You can pre-order the new one now. And maybe someday in the future you'll get to drive it. Probably. Unless it's a brand new merchantman. Then you're fucked. So I came to the sad realization that CIG cannot let you be happy with your ship. Because if you're content with the bird that you have no reason to buy a new one. This has become a growing problem with CIG, It seems they're far more interested in keeping payers, not players, and the game has become less playable while ship sales have become more often, as if the game has become an afterthought to the store page. We've seen this happen to so many ships. The Saber, the Ion, the Redeemer, the Corsair, and even the Hornets. Look at the new Super Hornet. Here, just look at this smug bastard talk.
It's not replacing the old Mark 1. The old Mark 1 is still going to exist, and it's going to be in the verse. So players who own the Mark 1 are going to keep their Mark 1. This is an upgrade if you want to go that direction.
Yeah, the old Hornets are still in the game, but you can upgrade them if you want to go in that direction. He said that knowing full well that the new Hornets are better in every way, and they just happen to cost a bit more than their counterparts. Look, making new ships good is not the problem. We want better ships, that's cool. But when you go out of the way to take the ships we have, and you take our shields away, you lower the speed of their turrets, you take away turrets from the driver, you lower the size of their guns, and then you turn around and put all of those changes into the new hotness? Dude, fuck you. I mean, that's where the anger comes from. That's where all that distrust comes from. You're going to take fans and you're going to turn them into haters. And there's no reason for them to trust you anymore. How can they? You advertise them something, you sell them something, and then you drastically change it after the fact. And sure, you can argue it's just an alpha. I mean, we've heard that so many times before. It's just an alpha. They have to make changes. They have to make balances. Cool. I agree. But you know what? That means they should give you a full refund if they alter the ship that you bought. Because the ship I own is no longer the ship I agreed to pay for. And while CIG cannot be trusted to keep their word, you could damn sure expect them to keep your money. So remember at the beginning of this little temper tantrum of mine, I talked about the sunk cost fallacy. I know a lot of people feel that way for Star Citizen. They've just put so much time, energy, and money into it that it simply just cannot fail for them. It just can't. But I don't have that problem with CIG. I'm not afraid of walking away. Hell, I still haven't updated my 4.0 preview build. I just haven't played. I've got no reason to. I've got no drive to. Honestly, the moment they broke my Corsair, the moment they took those guns from me, I was like, I put so much money in this and I've been flying this forever, and now it's just broken, and it's broken on purpose. That was malice. That was intent. I just feel done. I look at my hangar and I feel done. Now, of course, I want Star Citizen to be a success, and of course, I want Squadron 42 and Star Citizen to, to come out and do great. But, I mean, if it doesn't, oh well. So, Camural started saying, don't throw good money after bad.
I spent a lot of money on Star Citizen. I am way past concierge. I was stupid. I believed in lies of Chris and CIG. But there's one thing you can do. You can stop throwing good money after bad money.
And I completely agree. I mean, I'm still a fan of Star Citizen. I still love the tech demo. I'll play it when I feel like playing it. I'm just not a fan of the people selling it. And you know what? Sure, there may never be a game like Star Citizen again. But at the end of the day, after all we've been through, that might not be such a bad thing. Alright, family. Well, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Talk about them in the comments below. Just please keep it civil. Well, if the Valkyries don't take me tonight, I'll see you tomorrow the next episode. You guys drink one for me and I'll drink one for you. Take it easy, family. CIG, you're fucking up. Please stop.